Last speaker, we've got the privilege of hearing from Eugene from the Merwe. He's a visionary entrepreneur who co-founded the digital agency Van Studios. His expertise extends beyond the digital realm with a diverse portfolio encompassing retail chains, a tech hub, and international ventures. He's a true adventurer. Eugene conquers challenges both on land and sea, from surfing Californian waves to trekking the Rockies. This spirit of exploration fuels his leadership and motivational speaking, inspiring others to achieve their goals. So, welcome, Eugene.
There we go. Cool. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks, chappies, for your entertaining talk. It's always a privilege to watch you talk and see some of the stuff you come up with. And then some familiar faces. So glad to see you guys. Welcome. I saw Gavin, Lesejo. Welcome, guys. So enjoying the conference? Good. Awesome. So 10 minutes isn't a lot of time that I can spend with you. So I'm going to go through one or two things that I think will make the biggest impact in the shortest amount of time. So I think one of the things that would make the biggest difference let me actually ask you, what is the number one thing that would make the biggest impact in your business and in your life? You? Cool. What do you want? More sales. Cool. What will more sales give you? Financial security. So everyone's just after more money, correct? Cool. Should have fished more, chappies. Should be fishing a bit more. So guys, I'm going to just show you one of the things that I think is the biggest difference between people who are really successful and those who are not. So I've bought multiple properties and sold a whole bunch of properties, did some flipping and. So I'm not in real estate, I'm just into making some money. So what the process is for the people that are really successful and those that are not is, this is a linear sales model. So linear meaning you sell one product, and we can see who relates to this. You sell one product to a person, so you keep running around, will you buy my product, will you buy my product? Hey, I got someone to buy my product. And then you move on to the next one, and then you sit and wait for the next deal. Is that how most property agents work? Not you. I mean, you've got really good marketing strategies, but other real estate agents. Isn't that how they work? Run around, try to get that one person. As soon as they get that one person, they try and close that person on the spot. And then if it doesn't work, they go run around and try and find the next one. Now, what if every time you had a listing, you had 1,000 people that's interested in buying that property? Would that make a difference? Yeah, so that is an exponential sales model where you're working in a process where you can move customers from one space to the next space in a sequential manner. Because the reality is, a joke we often use is that sales is the same as dating for most companies and most businesses. They want to get married on the first date. Now imagine, what is your name? Esther. So Esther, just for the sake of this conference, let's assume we go on a date. And I'm sitting at the date, I just arrive, I say, Esther, thank you for coming, nice to meet you. Listen, I don't have time for all this dating, getting to know each other, finding out about your life and your problems. Can we just skip all of that and get married? Not. Okay, isn't that how most people sell? If you look at someone calling you and selling to you, what happens? You pick up the phone. Hey, I'm Eugene, whatever their name is. The first thing they do is they start selling to you. I had 3 or 4 messages today, not asking me one single question. All they did was sell directly. Hey, this is my name, this is my product, this is a problem I solve, buy. It's the same as going on a date with Esther again. Let's assume we are on a different date. And I sit and I say, cool, Esther, thank you for joining me on this date. So I'm going to sit here for the next half an hour and tell you how amazing I am. Is that okay? No. Yet, when you meet someone and you shake their hand, what's the first question? It's like, hi, Esther, pleased to meet you. I'm Eugene. Cool, Esther, what's my next question? So, Esther, tell me about you. And what do most people do? Wara, 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 wara. And half an hour later, you think, yeah, can I please just see someone that I know so I've got an excuse to leave? I didn't really want to know. I just wanted to be polite. And that's how we move in the single transaction equations. Okay. So the process to change that is to work in a linear model where you've got different sections that you can move someone through. And the top section is about adding value. But we are so self-centered that we don't do anything of value to our customers, to our potential customers, to the market to create a brand. Has anyone heard of a guy called Tony Robbins? Okay. So do you know that Tony Robbins charges $1 million for a coaching session? Some of the best coaches in South Africa charge like 5,000 Rand for a coaching session. How can Tony Robbins, and I can probably guarantee that they're not that far apart from quality that they deliver, yet how can Tony Robbins charge $1 million and some of the best coaches in South Africa only charge 5,000 Rand, not even dollars? What's the difference? Clever? Cool. Perception? Cool. So, brand. So if I only have one of these pens for sale, or let's change around. I've got 100 of these pens, but only one person wants it. What is the value of this pen? Nothing. If I've only got one of these pens, and there's 100 people standing in a queue wanting to buy this, what can be the value of this pen? Exponential. So what is one of your biggest obstacles when selling a property? Price. So what if you create a system of value built up in trust that goes through the process where when you have your eye in property, you actually have like 100 people. Because as Chappie showed now, the impressions cost like 100,000 Rand. You've got a couple of million impressions at the top. What is something of value you can provide them so you can start communicating with them? Now, when we move over to communication perspective, and this is where the AI comes in, and I only have a few seconds or a few minutes to do this, so I'll just touch on one or two. Once they come through to the next level and you've got 1,000 people connecting with you and you've got their contact details, how do you keep in contact with so many people? What's the process of calling those people? Because you know if you don't respond to your lead within 7 minutes, your chances reduces by 80% to lose that lead. Who takes longer than 7 minutes to contact leads that come through? All of us, right? We just don't have the time to get to it. We're busy with other stuff, and then a lead comes through. How do we get back to them? So some of the cool stuff is, you all probably use ChatGPT, right? So it's just one of the tips for you about ChatGPT is to use it in a multi-prompt approach and to know what the outcome is that you want to achieve through that. So if we go into, I just want to open my ChatGPT on my phone. Cool, so did you know that ChatGPT has voice? So let's quickly do something. If they signal, connecting. I'm a real estate agent based in Midrand, and I want to build up a brand that sets me apart and to be the top real estate agent in my area and in my industry. Give me some marketing trends and ideas around communication with my customers that will enhance me and differentiate me so far that no other agent can compete with me. Let's see what it says.
To become the top real estate agent in Midland and set yourself apart from the competition, here are some cutting-edge marketing trends and communication strategies that can enhance your brand. 1. Hyper-personalized communication, AI-powered CRM. Use an advanced CRM system that leverages AI to personalize every interaction.
And so if I was a bit longer, I'll show you the whole process, and you could listen to, now everyone's like, no, you get off the stage, I want to hear what he says. Right? Guys, the other part of it is we used ChatGPT, and within 7 minutes, we trained it. Who's the best? We trained it in a coaching perspective. Who's the best real estate person in the world? Coach, mentor, seller, whoever. Who's the best in the world? Donald Trump. Cool. Who else? Robert Kiyosaki. So then I go on to, I'm not going to do it, but you go onto ChatGPT and I say, I want you to pretend that you are now Robert Kiyosaki, because it's got every single piece of information about Robert Kiyosaki. And you are now going to coach me, because I don't have $50,000 for a 30-minute slot with Robert Kiyosaki. Congratulations, you just saved $50,000. I don't have $50,000 at the moment to pay him. So can you coach me as if you're Robert Kiyosaki and help me to build a brand and an exponential sales strategy like in Rich Dad Poor Dad or whatever one of the books you refer to. You can now be coached by the best people in the world. You can now get strategies from the best people in the world. Next up, you can go to a guy called Alex Hormozi. If you're not following, go and check it out. You go to Alex Hormozi, and you say to ChatGPT, build me a chatbot based on all the information you have on Alex Hormozi, which I am going to incorporate onto my Instagram and onto my website. And now you answer your customers within 30 seconds, not 7 minutes or 70 minutes. And we tested it with another company, and the owner had that chatbot installed on his WhatsApp for 30 days. His whole team, his customers, everyone messaged him, and after a month, they let them know that he never answered one single message from them. It was all chatbot. Says, no, it can't be. It knew stuff that no one else knows. It had integrated information because we trained it based on the information from the phone and from his online presence, and we scraped his whole social media account and trained that chatbot to act as if it was that person. And his entire team didn't even know that it was him for 30 days. Now imagine you can get the best salesperson in the world answering your customers. By the time they get to you, you don't even have to introduce yourself. So the process of this, marketing's great, okay? We do a lot of marketing. I spend probably 200,000-300,000 rand a month on marketing for different businesses. Marketing's great. Marketing is one function, to create a face-to-face interaction with my customer. And when it creates that face-to-face interaction, it needs to be so good that I don't even have to introduce myself. Imagine you walk into any new property deal and your brand has been built up, your chatbot, your communication, and your strategies has been so good that you can walk in and you're just there to define the terms of the contract. There's no sales involved. Hey? Just on the bottom line, exactly. Now, one of the things that I think we need to look at is to be getting this married on the first date methodology, where we run around and just trying to close the deal instead of adding value to my customer. Okay. Now, one of the things that Chappie's mentioned with his lead magnet, he threw out the fish, and he had something on the end of the fish, or on the end of the line. The better you can make that, the better your communication with your customers become. So what is something so good? So here's my last tip for this. Something so good that when you deliver this, people feel stupid saying no. You almost want to create FOMO. So for example, fear of missing out. Imagine your customers jump because you got the only pen and everyone's running to get this pen because they don't want to be the one missing out. And there's a few of our students in the room, so you can find out from them if it's worth it to go through this process and to understand it and to get a different way of thinking about your business and your systems. For example, let's say, assume I have the fish hook. So I'm not going to give you my car keys, but what if, for those that's interested in it, this is my car keys, so it's a Ferrari keys. What if I put this on the end of the hook and I say you can use it for a weekend to take your customers around? First person to jump on the stage can have it. Do you think, not really, don't. Do you think that would make a difference to putting sunglasses on the end of the hook? Okay. Sometimes, for the people that's interested, because it's not attracting every person. Because let's face it, some clients will just ask, oh, they are impolite. So, we don't want to attract every customer to our marketing. We just want to attract the customers that matches our values, our brand, and what we want for our business. Okay. That's my 1 minute. Any questions? Quite a ramble off in 1 minute. What I'll do, I'll maybe send you, I don't know if there's a WhatsApp communication, there's a chatbot sequence that I built out for real estate that I can send on to you guys, if that would be of value. Yes. Okay, I'm just thinking I'll do it. I don't really focus on a brand because we spend so much money on You can ecom adventures, ecom_adventures. For those that maybe want me to help, okay, so what I'll do is I'll send it to Almarie, and Almarie can send it out to everyone else. Do you have some sort of communication platform for everyone? So I'll send it, just remind me. I built out a ChatGPT prompt so that you can close more deals, do more sales. Okay, so this number is for those that do want me to help you with this, and where we can set you up into that space. It's a service that I can help maybe one or two of you. If you are interested in it, you can send a message to that number, and then one of my team will get back to you, and we can see if there's a way that we can assist you with this. This would be a paid service, and it's not cheap, so this is only for people who want to make real money. Okay, any questions before I go off? You've got one question that you can ask if anyone has. Nothing? No. No. No, you don't. Preferably not, because most people do it incorrectly. So guys, 2 last tips. 1, if something doesn't work, stop doing it. How many of you are posting organically on social media and getting absolutely 0 customers out of it? Most of you. Okay? Doesn't work, stop doing it. Doesn't help. No one buys something and then goes back to someone's social media accounts after they're bought to go check if they posted yesterday on Facebook. Okay? Doesn't happen anymore. There's too much content out there. Secondly, is I want you to start thinking about your business, because in this linear mode, you one transaction and you're limited on the income that you can make. In exponential mode, you start building out your business in different levels, where eventually you can build teams, where eventually you can dramatically scale your business. Okay, so start thinking differently. How do you think differently? By asking different questions. Imagine Robert Kiyosaki was standing here and you could ask him one question to dramatically change your business. What would that be? And if you don't know, then that answer will never appear in your life. So ask the right questions and your life will change as a result of that. First, you have to figure out the questions. And that's my time. Yeah.
Great.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much.